Alrighty, back again with the Newport, and got it running. She runs. It ended up doing a carburetor rebuild on it, and once we did the rebuild, there was no fuel going to the carburetor, so we had to start tracing it back some ways, and ended up having to lead all the way to the tank, which this gas tank's right here. I don't know if camera will be able to pick it up or not, but this is the old tank. Now, this jack's in the way. That is the inside of the old tank. Crusty. So, that was what was going in to the carburetor last year when I drove it. Car ran kind of rough, but it still ran. Didn't think anything of it. I just figured maybe it needed a carburetor retune, so I ended up getting carburetor rebuild. I ended up getting a rebuild kit later in the winter. Rebuilt the carburetor, put the carburetor on here. Got around to try starting it, didn't start, no fuel was going to it. Traced it back to the tank, found that there was rust inside the tank. So then I had to order a new tank. Got the said new tank with new sending unit and new fuel pump. And so the first fuel pump I put on it worked. However, when I put it on, this was before I found out that the tank was rusted out. So when it sat all winter, the diaphragm in the fuel pump that I had put in it the first time right here, the diaphragm was just shot. And when I pounded out the fuel pump, there was sludge and rust and everything else falling out of it. So I ended up having to get a new fuel pump, and I ended up getting a sending unit because the first sending unit I got is this guy right here. Now, there's nothing wrong with this sending unit. However, the sending unit is actually wrong. The sending unit that this car takes is somewhere around here. I have no idea where it went off to. It might have got kicked over here. No, I'm not seeing it. Anyway, the old sending unit is basically twice the length of this, and it doesn't have this bend right here. Where you see the socket in the video here, where that socket is right now, it makes another bend going to the left, which is another straight. And that straight is about another 9 inches longer. So the old sending unit is twice the size as that one that I got. So I ended up having to get the one that I actually needed, and that had actually solved my fuel issues, because with that sending unit down there, I still wasn't getting fuel up to the engine block, which I thought maybe the pump was bad. I ended up hooking the pump up to it. It was building up a vacuum, but there was no fuel coming up, so we ended up pressurizing the tank. Still no fuel coming up here, so I knew that there was a pickup tube issue. Looked at the pickup tube on that one, realized that that one's a steel pickup tube, so it can't be anything wrong with it. So then I looked at the old sending unit in that tank, because I never looked at it. And then that's when I found out that it's actually the wrong sending unit. And I was actually looking in the wrong spot. Oh, where is it? Ah, here it is. This right here is the old sending unit. If I can fish it out of here. Oh, come on. There we go. Now this is the old sending unit here. I mean, you can tell that the inside of the tank's just shot. That's all rust. The float's gone. The sock is blown apart, which is causing contaminants getting inside the carburetor. and a bunch of disgusting things. But, you know, we won't have that issue ever again. Because this car won't sit for 25 years like it did when I first got it. But I'm going to post up a couple small clips that I have of it running. I did not do a driving vid. I will do a driving vid here next couple days or so after I post this up whenever you guys see this. So stick around for that. As of now, I have to address a belt issue because my belts are squeaking like a son of a bitch right here. And they have a little bit of play, and I'm maxed out on the tensioner there for the pull or for the alternator bracket. I maxed out and it's still kind of loose, so I'm debating if I should go a slightly smaller belt or maybe even try getting new belts. See maybe if these old ones here are stretched from it sitting for so long, because I'm pretty sure that these are the original belts of the said car, which would put it at almost 50 years old. Keep in mind, this car's only got 29,000 original miles, too. So there's a good possibility these are the original belts of the car. But anyway, I will get back to you guys in a couple days or so on a driving vid. But anyway, that's it. And until next time.